What if I told you the life you dream about with print on demand, the flexibility, the freedom, the ability to build something that is truly yours is almost 100% possible as long as you follow 4 rules. I'll teach you what these rules are, why 99% of people never follow them, and what you can do to become one of the few who actually does. Now, these rules aren't just theories. I've followed them myself in my own journey with print on demand. It's how I've gone from grinding 12-hour shifts as a nurse to scaling my first print on demand store. It's how I've scaled my print on demand brand now past $1 million a year in sales, and what I've done to grow beyond just print on demand into building an entire business ecosystem. But before these 4 rules make sense, you have to understand what I call the 4 doors of business. The first door that you have to walk through is what I call the grind. Back when I was still working as a nurse, my schedule was absolute chaos. Some weeks I was on night shift, other weeks I was on day shift, and then I was working weekends on top of it all. I had absolutely no consistency. And whenever I wasn't at the hospital, I was at home working on my business. That's the grind. It's this stage where you are exhausted, you are running on fumes and flipping back and forth between your job and your dream, and you're trying to just hold it all together. Now, most people think that they're not cut out for business, that they are just too tired, or maybe they're too lazy. But here's the truth. Nobody is actually lazy in real life. What's really happening is your current life is just comfortable enough that it's hard to break out of it. And whenever we start to hit that first wall of business where we kind of say, this is a lot harder than I thought it was, we easily turn around and just go back to that comfort. For me, it was easier to just keep showing up for my shifts, keep collecting the paycheck, and keep telling myself that maybe one day I would have more time for my business. But that's the trap. Walking through door 1 means embracing the grind. It means saying, I am going to put in the hours, even if I'm tired. I'm going to stay consistent, even when it feels overwhelming. Every entrepreneur I know starts here. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. But it is the only way to get momentum. Because if you never push through the grind, you will never make it to the next door. Now, if you're somebody who is currently in the grind phase and you're just working on making designs and working on getting your brand ready and working your full 9-to-5 job and taking care of kids, I've created something to hopefully help you get through this door a little faster. If you click the link in the description below, you'll gain access to my free school community. Within my school community, I have a free Shopify theme that you can grab to speed up your print on demand process and getting your store launched. That way you can hopefully get through the grind a lot faster. But enough about that, let's get back to the video. At some point when you're in the grind, reality hits you. You are putting in hours before work, after work, on weekends. You're balancing your family, your friends, your life, your business, and something has to give. That is when you reach door 2, which I call freedom. This door is one of the hardest to walk through because it comes with the most uncertainty. You know that you can't keep up this pace of splitting yourself between a full-time job and growing a business. But giving up the job, the benefits, the guaranteed paychecks, the security that you've built your life around feels like jumping off a cliff with no parachute. For me, this meant cutting my hours as a nurse way back to per diem. Just 1 weekend a month. It was absolutely terrifying. I had spreadsheets open for weeks, making sure that it financially made sense for me. But more than the math, it was the psychology of it. I didn't hate nursing. I didn't despise it. But nursing wasn't giving me the freedom that I ultimately wanted. I still had a schedule, I still had shifts, and it just wasn't the life that I truly dreamed about. So I had to step through that door. I had to choose freedom, even though it meant risk. And here's the truth. Most people will never walk through that door. They burn out trying to do everything for forever, or they retreat back into comfort. But the few who step through this door, they finally give their brand room to breathe. Once you step through the door of freedom and your business starts to grow, you finally taste a little bit of success. Maybe your first big month, maybe your first viral product, and it feels like you've cracked the print on demand code. But that's where door number 3, ego, shows up. The more success that you taste, the easier it is to believe that you've got all of this figured out. And you start to think, this is the way. This is how I've been doing it, so this must be how it always has to be. I remember this phase vividly. I had quit nursing shifts, I was running my brand full time, and it was working. But because it was working, I got stubborn. When something wasn't working, I'd go to Chris and I'd ask for his opinion. And he'd give it to me, his actual opinion. And instead of listening, I'd get defensive. My back would be against the wall and I would say, no, that can't be right. I've put too much work into this to revert to anything else. And that's the trap of door 3. Ego. It convinces you that the way you got here will be the way that takes you further. But business doesn't work like that. What got you from 0 to 6 figures won't get you from 6 figures to 7. The entrepreneurs that fail here waste all of their energy protecting what they've already built, even when it's crumbling. The ones who succeed, they kill their ego. They accept feedback. They let go of being right in order to keep growing. Now, walking through door 3 means realizing that every level of business requires a new version of yourself. And if you're not willing to drop the defenses and shed your ego and adapt, you'll never make it past this door. But once you've killed the ego and you kept pushing, you reach door 4, which I call the leap. This is the door that separates people who dabble from people who build something lasting. It's a moment where you stop thinking of what you're doing as just a store and start treating it like a brand. For me, this was the biggest breakthrough of my entire print-on-demand journey. For a long time, I thought I was just running stores. I would upload designs, I would chase trends, I was cranking out products. But when I finally leaned into branding and really obsessing over the customer experience and dialing in every single touch point, building a real connection with buyers, everything changed. Our LTV increased, our customers started coming back more often, and our emails performed better than ever. And those numbers, the ones that always seem to fluctuate, finally started moving in the right direction. But the real power of building a brand came when it was time to scale. When you have a brand, you can hire people who understand the mission, who know how to treat the customer, who can carry the experience forward without you doing everything yourself. And that's when growth gets exciting. Most people stop at the ego, or they settle for good enough because building a brand feels too big. But those who walk through door 4 unlock a level of scale and freedom that just isn't possible any other way. So those are the 4 doors of business. Door 1, the grind, where you push through those sleepless nights and endless hours to get your business off the ground. Door 2, freedom, when you finally step away from the security of a job and you choose yourself. Door 3, ego, where you have to let go of control, stop getting defensive, and learn to grow through others. And finally, door 4, the leap. When you stop running stores and start building a brand, scaling beyond what you ever thought was possible. But here's the truth. Most people never open these doors. They get stuck in the grind. They never take the leap of freedom. Their ego keeps them small, or they shy away before building a real brand. But if you're willing to walk through these doors, the business that you've been dreaming about with print on demand is completely possible. Now, if you're somebody who's interested in grabbing that Shopify theme to speed up getting through the grind and getting your business up and running, click the link in the description below to get started. And if you enjoyed this video, please click like or subscribe to my channel. It would absolutely mean the world to me. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.